By the time it had passed through here, it had lost considerable velocity and entered the simulated wrist. In some cases, it passed through the wrist. In other cases, it lodged in the wrist. Behind this wrist, we had another gelatin block representing the governor's thigh. In none of the cases did this thing actually penetrate that, but it would have taken very little more velocity to have caused a similar wound.
What do you think that these tests have indicated here?
Well, I think they very strongly show that this one bullet could have caused all the wounds.
Did someone outline these experiments for you?
No, I'm afraid I'm guilty of the whole business.
Our tests confirm that a single bullet could indeed have wounded both men. But conceding that it is possible, we must also ask if it is probable. We asked two distinguished pathologists, both experienced in the study of wounds, to give us their best judgment. They are Dr. William F. Enos of Northern Virginia Doctors Hospital, who has studied wounds both as a military and civilian pathologist, and Dr. Cyril Wecht, from whom we heard earlier. First, Dr. Enos with Dan Rather.
I have had cases in which the missiles have gone through relatively heavy bone and very little deformity. The fact that it went through two men is perfectly acceptable because of its velocity.
Now, most of us have an idea that the minute a bullet hits a bone, that it shatters that bullet.
No, not necessarily. Again, it depends on the construction of the missile, of the bullet. If it's a full jacketed bullet, it can remain intact with very little or no deformity.
Is it impossible that the bullet would have gone through President Kennedy, gone through Governor Connolly, and not suffered any more damage than is shown in this photograph?
You know, without hedging, in medicine we always fall back upon the trite expression, we never like to say that something is impossible. I would say that it is highly improbable. I would hesitate really to say that it is absolutely 100% impossible, but it is highly improbable. Another one, you see, another one of the very many highly improbables that we are asked to accept by the Warren Commission if we are to accept the validity of their full report.
The Longhorns come to Marlboro country. Longhorns, new extra long Marlboro 100s. Big gold pack. Big flavor, too, in the new longer Marlboro. New extra long Marlboro 100s with Marlboro flavor all the way. The Longhorns come to Marlboro country. New extra long Marlboro 100s.
Did you ever say this to a friend?
I don't know why I'm so tired. But, Jane, I do take vitamins.
Your trouble could be iron-poor, tired blood. Vitamins alone can't build up iron-poor blood, but Geritol can. In only one day, Geritol iron is in your bloodstream, carrying strength and energy throughout your body. Check with your doctor, and if iron-poor blood is your problem, take Geritol. Feel stronger fast in 7 days.
If you're over 35 and suffer from irregularity because you don't get enough bulk in your diet, remember, pills, magnesia, salts, or oils can't give it to you. After 35, take Ceretan for the bulk you may need. Ceretan supplies it with a laxative hydrogel like fruits and vegetables. 2 teaspoons of Ceretan give you as much laxative hydrogel as 7 apples, so you can be regular. Taken daily, Ceretan helps get you regular, keeps you regular. Get Ceretan today.
This is a CBS News inquiry. The Warren Report. Here again is Walter Cronkite.
The most persuasive critic of the single bullet theory is the man who might be expected to know best, the victim himself, Texas Governor John Connolly. Although he accepts the Warren Report's conclusion that Oswald did all the shooting, he has never believed that the first bullet could have hit both the president and himself.
The only way that I could ever reconcile my memory of what happened and what occurred with respect to the one bullet theory is that it had to be the second bullet that might have hit us both.
Do you believe, Governor Connally, that the first bullet could have missed, the second one hit both of you, and the third one hit President Kennedy?
That's possible. That's possible. Now, the best witness I know doesn't believe that.
Who is the best witness you know?
Nellie was there, and she saw it. She believes the first bullet hit him because she saw him after he was hit. She thinks the second bullet hit me and the third bullet hit him.
The first sound, the first shot, I heard and turned and looked right into the president's face. He was clutching his throat and just slumped down. He just had a look of nothingness on his face. He didn't say anything, but that was the first shot. The second shot that hit John, well, of course I could see him covered with blood and his reaction to a second shot. The third shot, even though I didn't see the president, I felt the matter all over me and I could see it all over the car. So I'll just have to say that I think there were 3 shots and that I had a reaction to 3 shots, and that's just what I believe.
Beyond any question, and I'll never change my opinion, the first bullet did not hit me. The second bullet did hit me. The third bullet did not hit me. Now, so far as I'm concerned, all I can say with any finality is that if the single bullet theory is correct, then it had to be the second bullet that hit President Kennedy and me.